Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today, and I wanted to talk about the energies regarding the full moon that is coming up in a day or so. It's very close. I know that the new moon, that the full moon will be concluding on Friday, I believe, but the energies have already been very strong. Um, Aside from a lot of energetic shifts, I've also experienced exhaustion. I don't really know why, because today I didn't do a full day in work. I only worked a half day because I'm also working a half day later in the week. But I came home and I thought, oh man, I just need to rest my eyes for a moment. But knew that I didn't want to sleep the entire night away. So I set my alarm. But then I needed another hour after that. I thought, my God, I really can't seem to keep my eyes open. It's crazy. So I feel that because of the intense energetic shifts and upgrades that we are getting with this full moon, it is contributing to a lot of tiredness and needing to rest, which is going into another message. As I've been doing readings for people, I've noticed some patterns because I've experienced this myself. I just didn't really know if this was for everybody because I don't tend to do collective readings anymore because it's hard because a collective is huge, right? And trying to tap into so many different scenarios, it's overwhelming, especially for me because I pick up the energies in my body. I don't want to have to feel everybody. It gets exhausting. But what I do get is messages from my readings that I've done for people. And so a few of my clients have come through with a similar thing that I've experienced. What I've experienced is an activation from my divine mother, I would say. It's not just the divine feminine, it's a very motherly part of her. Because I found, certainly in the month of December, that I've had to step into a very motherly role. Although I've already done this in the past, December has been a specific trying and testing month for me, where I've truly had to embrace my maternal energies, and I've helped a ton of people close to me, not just clients, but actual people in my life, family, friends, but even my parents. I felt like I was parenting my parents. It's so strange. Even my mum jokingly called me mum. I thought, my God, this is the weirdest thing ever. But I felt an activation of the Divine Mother within myself. And I feel, although exhausted from the experience, and at the time of the whole thing happening, I vowed to my mum, I said, you know what? This has been so exhausting and trying. I don't think I want to have kids at this point. I was joking, of course. I do want to have kids at some point. But it's just, at that time, I was so exhausted. I thought, you know what? I'm going to hang up my hat now. I've graduated from this. Thank you very much. But of course, I do want kids. And of course, I will definitely have them. But yeah, at the time, I felt so tested. It was truly emotionally exhausting. But now that I've settled into the energies more, I'm feeling very nurtured and cared for in the Divine Mother energy. And a message that I have received from her is very much in the line of really take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Because I used to really be so overworked with everything, really. I would, really, really try to get a video out, even though sometimes I felt exhausted. I would book in clients last minute, even though I needed my rest. I would overdo it. And it's not like regular work where you can just bang out one after the other. Because I'm so heavily energetically involved, I do need rest. And I can't just be taking 10, 20 readings a day. It's impossible. I need energetic respite from everything, to be honest, because it's so emotionally challenging to be in people's energies, And even with the healings too, I am still a conduit for the energy to be carried to heal and help people. So I've had to really put myself first. And what she said to me is, don't worry, your clients aren't going to go away, because that's not really a fear I ever had. But I thought, if I don't get as much work done, does that mean that my momentum is going to slack and I won't be as productive? But it's not true. She said, take your time, and must take time for yourself. You must have a life. How can you bring in your romantic connection if you don't have time for him? You want him to make time for you, make time for yourself and for him too. And that's the message that really resonated with me when I was tuning in to my Divine Mother. And another client of mine said that she had connected with her Divine Father, and he had some lovely messages for her. I channeled him in a reading, but I can't remember his messages now. They were very personal to her, but I do feel they were along the lines of self-care as well. The issue with this is that I do so many readings that I can't remember them all, and also when I channel, especially this new energy, I didn't feel like myself. It was like I was talking, but I didn't know what I was saying, if that makes sense. Almost, it's very odd. But I do feel his message was along the lines of self-care, putting herself first, because she hadn't put herself first either. We had the same problem. But yeah, for anyone who is too selfless, put yourself first. Do it for yourself, because you are going to do yourself a huge favor by really taking care of yourself. And I came across an interesting idea. Rather than having a planner or a journal for a to-do list of things that you must do, like tasks and things you need to finish, have a self-care planner. Plan your self-care. That sounds so good. That sounds so innovative. It's so simple, yet so... we overlook these kind of things. And I'll suggest this to my friend, because I think she would really benefit from that, because she's always anxious and over-worrying. And although I've done some healings for her, it's hard to get rid of a really destructive habit that you've carried with you pretty much all of your life. She's going to have to undo 40 odd years of destruction. I believe in her, know she can do it, but I think this self-care planner thing sounds really good. I'm going to suggest it to her, actually. What I also want to touch upon in this energy update is the energy of revised perception. When I first met my twin, I would write him love songs. He really inspired me to write music again. And I haven't really had that very much, I've had romantic partners in the past who have not inspired me at all to write anything. And some have inspired me to write so much, it's like an overflowing brook of emotion. Just, it's like the floodgates have opened and I just want to write and write and write. And I've only had that with one other person. But of course I knew that relationship with that other person wasn't to be. But the one with my twin flame is. And he's really inspired me to write some beautiful things. And not just that, he's inspired me to pick up my instruments again, to learn new styles of music, to learn to play, different things. It's not that I had to learn to play from scratch. Although, yes, I did with some instruments. I picked up a bass for the first time, and I thought, you know what? I think I like this. And yeah, he has inspired me to do so much, to revisit so much of the things that I liked about myself and things that I'd neglected. He's helped me to truly embrace my romantic self, to express myself in soft colors and beautiful fabrics. I give him credit, because it is knowing him that has activated that within me. Inspiration does take a little bit of help from someone else. And he truly inspired me to be myself, to find my true self. You know, I feel like I've lost myself in my old, like, past relationships, and spending some years by myself reflecting on these things has truly helped me to revisit who I was, but with upgrades, with new ways of seeing things, with improvements, definitely. You know, lately I've been so inspired to dress in tulle and these beautiful romantic fabrics, and my friend commented, "Gosh, you don't really see people wearing tulle on a day-to-day. Those fabrics are reserved for wedding dresses." But I said, why only weddings? Why can't we wear tulle all the time or whenever we feel like it? It's such a romantic, expressive fabric. I just want to wear it all the time. It doesn't have to be just for my wedding. But I do feel that it energetically draws my wedding to me because I'm truly embodying that romantic bride energy. And it's really, really beautiful. And I've been inspired to post some of my work so that my beloved can read that on my social media. I know he's been looking. I know him. He may not be liking things in public, but I know he's been looking. And I can feel, through me expressing myself, I sense a much stronger presence energetically from him. And it's very exciting, I must say. And I do like to lead by example. I know that me expressing myself and not being afraid will help him to express himself and not be afraid either. In the past, I would withhold from posting song lyrics that I've written, or poems that I've written, or even poems that I've come across that are very thought-provoking and deep. I would withhold from certain subjects such as love and romance because I didn't want people following me, such as my family, asking me too many questions about it. I just felt like, gosh, you know, I can do without all this stress of having to explain myself. But now I thought, you know what? Nah, I'll just do it. I'll just do it because I know it will help him, and whoever comes across it will be helped as well. And I thought, I will do it. Yeah, I'm not afraid anymore. And if I'm fearless, then I know he is stepping into that energy of fearlessness too. I can feel it. It's not long now. But I'm very excited for it. And yeah, I was talking about revising perspectives. I wrote a song when we first met. And I posted it on this channel actually very early on. I think it was January of 2018 that I posted the song. It's called I Believe in You. But it was from my perspective. It was from me being his strength, being his courage, being the one that would shelter him from danger, the one that would be the light at the end of his tunnel, things like that. But when I revisit it now, and through what he's confirmed to me, through physical messages that he sent me recently, I actually saw that it wasn't just me being the strength for him, being his shelter from the rain. It was vice versa. He was the one who provided me with love, provided me with shelter from the rain. And I never saw it that way before, but of course it's true. And I'm grateful that he's given me that acknowledgement, that physical evidence that I needed to know that I wasn't going crazy, and that, well, of course I wasn't going crazy, but even as a reader, even though I can pick up his energy, if I don't get physical proof sometimes, I'm still thinking, I sure hope this isn't just me wishful thinking. But it's not. And everything that I thought and felt to be true is, as he has told me. And it's crazy. Revisiting that song, I've rewritten a few of the lyrics to actually reflect how it's an equal and mutual love, and it's not one-sided at all. And I posted it for him to see, and I'm sure he'll find that also very inspiring. But I'm posting it for myself because I'm just so happy to have that reciprocity, you know, that it's definitely coming from both people. The love is equal and it's definitely shared. So that's very, very nice. And I enjoy just revisiting old work, to rewrite, to rethink, have a different perspective. It's so funny that years later you can get this beautiful new perspective. And this is something I've never had with anyone. I've never been able to revisit some of my old songs that I've written for someone who really inspired me years back. They've stayed as they were, but the songs I've written for my beloved have evolved and have grown. And some of it is unfinished, but I know will be completed when he comes through to inspire me some more in the physical. And when we're together physically too, I know that a lot of new songs will be birthed from our time together. I'm very excited. And I hope this video inspires you to tap into that change. I'm sure there's an eclipse that comes with this full moon too. I can feel a very volcanic energy coming from it. Very inspiring, very fiery, bubbly, exciting, you know. I'm excited to see what comes through from these energies. Yeah, it's truly amazing. But I love the shifts that I've experienced in this full moon. They've been so diverse, you know. There's the love and self-care aspect from the divine parents, but then there's the excitement of what's to come and the ability to reflect on past thoughts and perceptions, altering in ways that I didn't think possible. I thought I would share that, and hopefully it has helped anyone who felt drawn to this video. If you'd like to book any of my services, readings, healings, channeled letters, meditations, or coaching sessions, all the details are in the description. Just click the link to my website. You will see a book a reading page where you can book single readings, or if you would like, although I haven't posted any YouTube specific offers yet, there are year-round offers for multi-buys on special offers page. So don't forget, there is a notice at the top of my book a reading page to let you know that you can do multi-buys. But of course, if you would like to be subscribed to my newsletter, where I will let you know when I have a special YouTube only offer for my Twin Flame Magic subscribers, then do sign up for my newsletter. Just send me a quick email to gscoffers@gmail.com and I will add you, and you will receive special emails whenever a new promotion for YouTube only comes up, which will be slightly better than the regular bundle offers on my website. But those are limited time only offers, but you will be notified in advance if you sign up to my newsletter. So yeah, I thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.